What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I got a real important message for the boxing community, for the fans of the Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford fight, for the fans who really want to see that fight. So, at 10:08 p.m. last night, Mike Coppinger reported that Terence Crawford and David Avanesian, yes, y'all heard me correctly, David Avanesian and Terence Crawford have signed contracts for a welterweight title fight on December 10th in Omaha, Nebraska. That is what Terence Crawford told ESPN. Streaming service Black Prime will offer the pay-per-view for $39.95. It is said that Terence Crawford wanted to push to make the fight with Errol Spence, but because the talk surrounding the November 19th fight date was dragging on, Terence Crawford wanted a stay busy fight. He wanted a stay busy fight, so he decided to fight David Avanesian because Terence hasn't fought in a year now, right? Now, let me just say this. I understand wanting to take a stay busy fight. I understand that. Okay, you haven't fought in a year. I understand you wanting to fight another fight just so you can be active and so on and so forth until you feel like the Errol Spence fight will come through. But here are my problems with this fight. Here are my problems with this fight and all the narratives that Terence Crawford and his camp have been putting out there in the atmosphere to the boxing community. David Avanesian, brother. David Avanesian. Brother, who in the Cornhusker State is David Avanesian? I don't know who that is. Y'all don't know who it is. And nobody in the entire state of Nebraska know who the hell David Avanesian is. Y'all don't know. I don't know what the brother looked like. Sorry to that man. I don't know nothing. I hardly know anything about the brother. Nothing about the brother. I had to go look it up to see who he is and what the brother, I had to put a face to the name. I'm like, I don't know who dude is, right? Nobody in the state of Nebraska heard of this dude. For real. So I looked him up, man. I had to do my due diligence. The brother got 33 total fights, 29 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. The brother got knocked out by Mean Machine. Yes, by the Mean Green fighting Mean Jolly Machine. He got knocked out by Mean Machine. And then he lost to Lamont Peterson by unanimous decision. The same Lamont Peterson y'all told Errol Spence won nothing. Y'all said Errol, he won nothing. Lamont won shit. That don't count against Lamont. Errol ain't did nothing. He ain't beat nobody. Lamont ain't nobody. Lamont ain't no Hall of Famer. Who the hell is Lamont Peterson? That same Lamont Peterson dusted David Avanesian off, right? And then Mean Machine knocked out David Avanesian, right? The brother's best win is Josh Kelly, who has a total of 14 fights currently and had 12 fights when he fought David Avanesian. And David Avanesian's other best win, get this, y'all, his other best win is against Sugar Shane Mosley in 2016. Yes, that's right. I said Sugar Shane Mosley. Not Shane Mosley Jr., Sugar Shane Mosley. And Sugar Shane was 45 years old when the bout took place. When that bout took place, Sugar Shane was 45 years old. That's his second best win outside of the Josh Kelly fight. It's really his most notable win is against Sugar Shane Mosley. So, again, I can understand wanting to take a stay busy fight, Terence. But if you feel like the fight won't happen until early next year, Bud could have fought Keith Thurman. He could have fought Stan Jonas. That would have been acceptable. He could have fought Virgil Ortiz. He could have fought Boots or even Ugas. Hell, Ugas would have fought him. He could have said, you know what, Errol, you beat Ugas and you stopped him, but I'm going to drop him. I'm going to crush this dude. I'm going to drop him several times and finish him better than you. He could have even taken that approach, right? But the brother go fight David Avanesian. Brother, hell no. Who the hell is dude, man? Who in the blue hell is David Avanesian? Like, he taking another, again, he could take another fight all he wants to, but he fighting a tomato can. He fighting a tomato can, man. Really? Bud fighting a fringe top 15 fighter at best. He fighting a fringe top 15 fighter in the weight class at best, man. No. In the welterweight division, he fighting a top 15 welterweight. Seriously, bro? Seriously, y'all feeling that? And that's okay? Let this have been Errol Spence fighting this dude. Y'all would have trashed Errol name through the mud. He would have been every duck in the book. Y'all would have called him this, that, and the third, a coward, so on and so forth. Y'all say Errol ain't fought nobody that's a threat to him. Y'all say Errol ain't fought nobody that's a threat. He ain't fought no threat yet. But look who Bud out here fighting. Look who dude fighting right now, man. And again, Bud is an exceptional fighter. He is a world-class fighter. Like a pound for pound elite fighter for sure. But come on, fam, this not cool. This ain't acceptable. I'm not gonna let nah, bro. Nah, man. He fighting another dude you and I both don't know the same way we didn't know who the hell Mean Machine was. He fighting another dude like that. And again, if Errol would have, and this is the crazy thing about it, it's not just that Errol, if Errol would have fought him, it would have been a problem. If Errol would have signed to fight anybody else, everybody from the Terence Bud Crawford fanatic side would have clowned Errol. Errol could have decided to fight Boots, which is a tough fight. A young upcoming dude that's a young hungry lion. And everybody, if Errol would have decided to fight Boots, they would have said Errol was ducking and Errol was a coward. Errol's a fraud. If he would have decided to fight Boots before fighting Terence, he's scared. He need more preparation. Errol's scared. I told y'all Errol weak. It would have been all them type of narratives. But now that Bud doing it, it's all good because Bud fighting the excuse, the reason why it should be acceptable is because, hey, at least Bud's getting an 8-figure payday. When the hell y'all cared about what's in the fighters' pockets? When have y'all been pocket watching fighters for real? Because if an Errol Spence fan do that, y'all gonna say, why y'all pocket watching? Right? Y'all gonna say it should be about legacy, not money. That's the narrative with Errol. It shouldn't be about money. It should be about legacy. Right? So if that's the case, let Terence Bud Crawford, he should have fought another fight that would have added to the legacy of Terence Bud Crawford in the welterweight division, especially knock off Boots, knock off Virgil Ortiz. Hell, even knock out Stanionis or Ugas or somebody. Right? But don't try to fight, what's the boy name? Trying to fight David Avenesian? Come on, for real? This a week, y'all letting that ride? There's no way y'all gonna ever get that over to me that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would have clowned Errol. He would have fought anybody, let alone some David Avenesian. It's cool for Bud to take this fight because he getting a hefty purse. Again, I thought legacy was what it was all about. Errol ain't signed or looked for another fight this entire time. He ain't signed, he ain't been in negotiation for no other fight, period. And if he did try to find somebody else, like I said, it would have been World War IV against Errol by the Bud Crawford fans. But the thing that got me scratching my head about all of this is that Bud got an opponent, a venue, a purse amount, a date, all etched in stone so quickly. He got all those things etched in stone so quickly. How the hell did they come about so quickly, y'all? I'm wondering. How did this fight come together all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? It came together too quickly for me. With the way this fight with the way this fight against David Avenesian came together so quickly, it's really, 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 really hard for me to believe that Bud and his team was negotiating with Errol Spence in good faith. Again, with the way this fight against David Avenesian came together so quickly, it's really, 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 really hard for me to believe that Terence Bud Crawford and his team was negotiating with Errol Spence in good faith. Because this sounds like this was the plan all along. This don't sound like no plan B. It really don't. It don't sound like no plan B to me at all. You know what I'm saying? But maybe Mac is tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know. But it don't sound like all this came together so quickly. You know? And then it got me thinking maybe this is the reason why Bud's whole camp was on this smear campaign against Errol Spence, right? Bud kept mentioning Jermell Charlo, Terence, his sister, and Goldmouth Bernie was bad mouthing Errol, trying to clown him, throw him under the bus. Your whole team scared. They was doing all this and all of that, and then even had ESPN come out and blame Errol for the reason the fight ain't happening. ESPN, Max Kellerman and them came out talking about this Errol fault and all this and all of that, right? They kept saying that they came out and was saying they were being undervalued. Kept saying that to the public for the excuse for the fight with David Avenesian to be first. They were saying all of this just so they can have the excuse for them to fight David Avenesian first. They got me thinking maybe that was what was going on in the first place. Smear Errol's name, say, oh my God, it's all their fault. It's that side fault that we ain't fighting. It's Errol's fault. Errol's scared. They undervaluing me. Say it all. Do all this tweeting for the public. Do all this bad mouthing Errol to the public. Drag his name through the mud so it could be acceptable for me to fight David Avenesian first. For him to fight David Avenesian first. Let it be that would make it acceptable if I just come out and just trash their whole side and say, they ain't trying to fight me, y'all. So I guess I'll go fight David Avenesian. Hell no, brother. If you can't fight Errol right now, go fight Virgil Ortiz. Go fight Ugas. Go fight Stanionis. Go fight Keith Thurman. You know You know what I'm saying? Go fight Boots. Anybody that help to cement your legacy at the welterweight division, fighting and knocking out David Avenesian, knocking him off, ain't gonna do nothing for Bud's resume at that for Bud's legacy at 147. It's not. So I don't know what. Come on, fam. Really got his sister out here talking like she top goon, top dog. Tell Letitia Crawford to come out right now talking crazy. Since she want to talk so crazy, poking her chest out, talking like she top goon #1. She talking more crazier than her brother, talking all foul, talking crazy. Tell her to come out and talk now that her brother is fighting David Avenesian. I want to hear her talk with her chest out so boisterously like she been talking in. Tell her to come out and talk crazy now. Because the public want to know, why the hell is your brother fighting David Avenesian? And not maybe Keith Thurman or Boots or Stanionis or, you know what I'm saying, or Ugas or somebody like that to prove, like, you know, that would be an acceptable fight for him to fight if he want to stay busy fight. Why the hell is he fighting a fringe 15 welterweight? Why? It don't make no sense to me, man. You know what I'm saying? She talk crazy. All Letitia talk crazy, talking crazy. She talk crazy to men all the time. If she got a man, I hope he get that in, because he got to stop her. They got to get that in order. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, I'm not trying to sound, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to sound misogynistic, but she be talking to men crazy. I saw her talking to Kell Brook one time, talking all foul, my brother, this, and he'll stop you. You two let him fight my brother. All crazy, girl, if you don't calm down, because somebody might say something wild to her and say something crazy, then Terence want to come and fight the dude because your sister is talking crazy to men. She need to calm down, stop talking so greasy, but I really want her to talk greasy now. I want her to come out and say something now because your brother fighting a nobody. He fighting a nobody. So come and explain to us why your brother fighting a nobody. Go Mount Bernie too, since he talking about everybody want to be like Bud. They don't want to be like Errol. Why you think that? Well, brother, come out and say why your mans is fighting David Avenesian. You know? You know what I'm saying? And look, and I respect Terence Crawford as a fighter. I respect what he's done. You know what I'm saying? As a champion for sure. But come on, man. Like, this ain't, no, bro. We ain't letting this slide. And I'm looking at all the pro-Bud channels. They got all the excuses in the world for why it's okay. Errol was stalling. Shoot, at least Bud getting an 8-figure payday. Brother, I thought it wasn't about the money, man. I thought it was about the legacy. So now y'all trying to move the goalpost now? Since your man is fighting a dude that you don't know? Come on, man. Again, and I know, and I'm not saying that this means that Terence can't beat Errol. I think it's a 50-50 fight for sure. I'm riding with Errol Spence Jr., y'all already know. But I've always said how exceptional of a fighter Terence is. But when he got his whole team talking greasy and foul like this, and then Terence on Twitter talking like, you know, talking about he from Omaha, had a city get down, and acting like Omaha, Nebraska is Beirut, talking like it's Beirut. If it's Beirut like that, get in there and fight another fighter from Beirut. Go fight a killer then. Since Omaha is Beirut, come fight a killer since it's World War V over in Omaha. Since it's go down like y'all in Iraq and Omaha. Go ahead and fight another killer then. You feel me? This ain't no disrespect against Omaha, man. I shout out to y'all, man. But the last great dude that came out of Nebraska was Ndamukong Suh. Before that, it was Tyronn Lue. Honorable mention, Mikey Moore. That was the last great dudes to come out of Nebraska. The last great black brothers to come out of Nebraska. So he talking like, no disrespect, y'all. Love, shout out Omaha, man. I'm just playing, y'all. It's love from Chicago, Illinois, man. I'm just messing with y'all, man. But bro, he talking like, you don't know how they get down in the city. Alright, bud, since they get down like that, since it's goddamn I don't know. Since it's a goddamn war zone in Omaha, and you so tough, and you so dog tough, and you so heavy, and you so official, you so thorough, go in there and fight another dude that's thorough and official too. Go ahead in there and make that happen with that brother. Don't come over here trying to give us David Avenesian and then try to say, well, it's Errol and them fault that we. No, bro. Because if Errol ain't looked to fight nobody else. Nobody else. And if Errol would have did it, y'all would have been clowning him. Look at the big fish in the water running from the real shark. All this and all of that. It seemed like something ain't adding up on that side, man. That might have been the plan the whole way to fight David Avenesian in the first place. Because look what I said. They got an opponent, a venue, a purse amount, a date. All etched in stone way too damn fast for me. And I know I ain't nobody but a YouTuber, but come on, man. The writing on the wall for this, man. It's crazy. Tell Letitia Crawford and Bernie to talk now. Go to Bernie. Come talk now, man. Peace.